Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Groomer has had his game officially canceled, and I don't think people understand how much of a scam it really is. I mean, it's the equivalent of cash grabbing on some shitcoin, pumping and dumping crypto, and then leaving your audience holding the bag. Except this is not just the promise of potential wealth, this is also the promise of a good, coherent, functioning game, which he has completely failed to deliver on, and scammed his fans for packages up to $400, not including the potential extra money spent on skins. And speaking of his pattern of scamming, this is what he thought about skins before he stood to make a bunch of money by hawking them to people.
I told him get off that shit game Warzone. I think they spent $200,000 just to get Spawn in there. It had to have been, right? They're making high-level production video pieces on new skins in the game. I don't know the state of this industry. I don't know where we're at, man. It's not what I grew up with. It was literally about playing the games.
Oh yeah, I respect that, man. It was just about the games, you know? It wasn't about all these fancy skins and cosmetics and money to be gained, but that's interesting because imagine trying to extract with an item you discover worth $100,000 on the chain. Think about entertainment value as a viewer, let alone player. A new PvP experience is upon us. So that's interesting. I guess once, you realize you could make money off of it, all that, oh, it's just about the games, man. I wish it was about the games. I guess all that went out the window. I guess fuck the game industry, fuck your fans, all of that. You didn't stand on any principle. The concept of digital collectibles in an online game is so exciting to me, especially an extraction type game. People saying scam and are just brain dead headline followers. Same people that spend a ton on skins for an annual release game. Same skins everyone else has too. I mean, the irony of making fun of people for paying for skins when you were literally pitching a game where the entire concept is the fact that you have skins is absolutely hilarious. I mean, this game wouldn't work for a multitude of reasons. One being no one's going to take their $100,000 gun out to play with it because that would be absolutely insane. There are a million other issues, including the fact that setting up a market like this would be near impossible. What gives the guns value other than if you're dumping money into them, I guess? But I mean, if you're going to do that, where's the money coming from? You could base it on rarity, but people actually have to care about the skins and want to play your game. The other thing is that cheaters would absolutely ruin this experience tremendously. There would be a bunch of people with a bunch of investment in farming this game for as much money as possible. I mean, take it from the people that farm WoW gold. I mean, a game like this would be absolutely unsustainable. But barring the logistics on this, the way he pitched this game didn't even come to fruition. If you scrolled past the $400 package that you could buy, that essentially only gave you access to the game and like some Discord chats, and the lowest price you could purchase was $30, before the game got completely shut down, you would realize there was no mention of these skins being on a blockchain to begin with. This NFT scam game didn't even implement its NFT scam, probably because of the incompetence of the developers and the fact that he completely abandoned the game, even though he still sells skins for it under the false pretense that they can be bought for real money, or at least in the marketing. Now, there was an NFT sale that was kind of like partially funding the game. It was converted to Ethereum, which I don't think that's the most stable currency necessarily, and you would think you would make your own blockchain, considering that this entire game was based around the fact that the skins were on a blockchain. And you're probably wondering how I got my hands on this shutdown elusive game. Well, I didn't. This is Roblox gameplay. Do you want to know what his game actually looks like? His $400 package, $30 at minimum, skins on the side with fries, 2 years in development game? It looks like this. Yes, this is what millionaire Dr. Groomer did with 2 years in development on a game that he sold early access to his fans, and confidence scammed it like it was the greatest game that's ever existed. Check out this tweet. I can take a screenshot right now, blows out anything from COD Engine, just wait until next month. Or how about this one? At Midnight Society, we're not just building another generic first-person shooter. So this is going to be an innovative, genius, amazing product that we can definitely play for years to come. He put so much work and effort in this. Look at the love and care that he put into this game, and an extraction-based shooter. I love the way that he's so free-flowing with map design that extractions can be failed by clipping through the map. Look at the assets that he put so much work and heart and love into handcrafting himself, the doc himself, Dr. Groomer in the fucking lab crafting these assets. And to top it all off, the cherry on top, the beautiful, intricate sound design. It's like an orchestra, like a choir has been unleashed upon our ears in the form of sound effects and shooting. And I mean, I think I've made my point. The fact that he pitched this game as better than anything in the COD engine, we're not making a standard FPS game, saying that this is going to be an amazing game, backing it with the fact that he's going to be selling NFT skins that never even make it on there, shutting the game down after 2 years of development in a state that looks like this. And this is the most recent gameplay I could find. It looked much worse for much longer in its life. The fact that he confidence sold this as if this was going to be a great game, leveraging his fan base to make money off of it, is disgusting. I mean, I've talked about the misrepresentation, but let's just point out the fact that he sold this game as sort of a pseudo, not necessarily investment, but a form of basically gambling, saying that, you know, if you buy the keys for this game, whether it's our $400 pack or our minimum $30 pack, our access passes that are NFTs, you know, selling it as the allure of you're going to make money off of this, to his young fans, essentially encouraging gambling, which has been talked about to death in the gaming industry, is disgusting. Why would you ever think that that would be a good idea? On top of his incessant complaining about skins in the gaming industry, and whether you think that's a good or a bad thing, you can't ignore the hypocrisy of the fact that he's making a game entirely based on skins and giving them real monetary value, especially when you're pushing this type of game on a young, impressionable audience who like to watch you dress up in essentially what is a silly wrestler's costume. And we know how much he loves children. He also posts this tweet after it gets shut down: "Dead Drop could have been incredible, a thread." Sprouted from an idea I had years ago, the original vertical shooter concept was primarily focused on large-scale level design and dangerous, slow and methodical, high-risk reward gameplay in a persistent environment. You know, I can't dispute whether that's true or not, but I mean, in reality, what the game is Tarkov, but as an asset flip, with a gimmick so stupid that most people didn't even buy into it, and the ones who did got completely scammed. Anyways, the thing I mainly wanted to talk about in that tweet thread is this tweet. It's unfortunate how things were handled, which ultimately led to the closure of the studio. We were onto a very cool concept and we let it slip out of our hands. But champs and variants, trust me, I've got quite a few more game ideas. I will make it work someday. Coming from the guy that produced the maps for the worst Call of Duty that has possibly ever existed, that started the downfall of the entire franchise, Advanced Warfare, and the person who started an NFT scam game that had 2 years in development, was in a horrible state, was lied about and hyped up more than fucking Todd Howard could ever dream of doing. I don't trust that guy to ever work on another game in his life. No one should ever buy any game that DrDisrespect puts out or promotes or anything even tied to him. He's proven himself to have zero credibility, be okay with just completely disregarding his principles to make money, and he clearly doesn't give a fuck about his fans unless it's a girl that he happens to be grooming in Twitch DMs. So with that being said, this isn't the last you'll hear from DrDisrespect.
Warning. Warning. This is a code red. Nuclear warhead approaching. Please remain calm. It will all be over soon.
You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? And two, I do. Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the Whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material ceasing. Hey, I made it! I did it again!
Family
I did it
and
again!
a wife and kid, and I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful, and I'm probably going to be taking some time away, time off, to focus on stupid fucking mistakes, man.